Hey everybody, it's Geoff Short with CHAUVET DJ, and this is Thursday Vids.
The importance of first impressions. They exert a tremendous influence on our lives. First impressions are lasting and difficult to overcome.
We all know you never get a second chance to make a first impression. But what about the last impression we make at a gig? How we end something or how we present ourselves at the end of a gig can be just as important as our very first introductions. Sometimes the way guests judge the success of an event is how it ended, whether or not it ended strong with a full dance floor after the flush of a few drinks. And as MCs, we can recover from a bit of a rocky start to an event if we pull it together and finish strong with a full dance floor, leaving the guests with a lasting impression of a successful party. But there are a few variables that can affect how we end an event. We spend a lot of time rehearsing and preparing our opening introductions, grand entrance announcements, creating special moments, and all of that. We should also be prepared to end an event smoothly and professionally. There are two main scenarios that can affect the way a party ends. One, obviously, is a party that is clearly dying way before its scheduled time, often at no fault of the DJ. The other scenario is just the opposite. A party with guests that don't seem to ever want to call it a night. Now, obviously, we have contracts with our clients, and they have them with the venues that dictate the start and end times to an event. But we all know that a fun, packed dance floor full of inebriated guests rarely understand the parameters of a contract. And the last thing we want is them spilling out into the world talking about the DJ who was a stick in the mud, who wouldn't keep the party going or whatever. So, how do you smoothly navigate the waters of ending an event?
When I turn it this way, makes the boat go to the right. And this way, turns the boat to the left.
We have to have everything clearly spelled out in our contracts. I mean, yes, if every party guest has left the building an hour before end time and you're playing to no one, the client very well may tell you it's okay to pack up early. The venue will certainly be happy about that. But you should always be prepared to play for no one all the way until the end time if that's necessary. But make sure that if the client does tell you it's okay to leave early, it's spelled out everywhere that you're still going to be paid your full fee. Likewise, you have to have a clear overtime policy spelled out for your clients and the venue. So often it happens that after a few drinks, clients can get caught up in the reverie of their guests having a great time and not wanting to leave. They may insist you keep playing. It's not until they sober up the next day and they see those additional charges that they may have a problem with the bill. So it's a good idea to have them sign a brief form or statement spelling out what those overtime fees and policies are right then and there on the spot.
Leave on time and courteously too, thanking your host sincerely for the good time you've had. All these things help to make a good party, a party that's fun for all.
But if there isn't going to be any overtime, at least make sure that you have a fun and polite way of thanking them and telling them you're glad that they had such a great time. Always leave them wanting more. Famous last words. But that's just my opinion. What's yours? Leave us your comments. I'm Geoff Short. As always, thanks for watching.